The News First Finance Report.
G-24 urges comprehensive approach to address high debt levels.
The Intergovernmental Group of 24 or G-24 members note that the global economic landscape has improved but remains uncertain, with any countries affected by declining access to finance, tight external financing conditions, high debt levels and inflation. The group called for a variety of steps to increase the financing available to developing countries. They also asked for reform of IMF short-term financing instruments, increased concessional financing to low-income countries, downward review of IMF's charges and surcharges, and increasing channeling of SDR from donor countries to needy countries. G24 members expressed concern about high and increasing public debt levels, with many developing countries carrying unsustainable debt burden. While members welcome progress on the G20 Common Framework, they called for the design of a comprehensive and responsible approach that has concrete, impactful measures to support countries in reducing high debt levels and debt service costs. Sri Lanka's debt crisis was also discussed at the G24 meeting.
I have a question online from Zulfik Fazan from Newsfirst, Sri Lanka. Was Sri Lanka's debt crisis and the common framework discussed at the G24 meeting?
Well, we did discuss the common framework generally, and the position of the G24 is that based on the latest resolutions that we've seen in Ghana and that is also taking place in Zambia, we think that there's been some progress on the common framework. For Sri Lanka, they have a different problem because it's a middle-income country, so it doesn't really qualify for the common framework. But we did call on the global leadership, the IMF and World Bank, to look into strengthening the common framework in certain areas. One is to be able to deliver very fast and predictable resolution to countries, because it took a very long time for countries to get some kind of resolution, and during that time they were falling into debt. And we also asked for some engagement with the credit rating agencies. So those are the main issues that we highlighted on as far as the common framework is concerned.
Sri Lanka's State Finance Minister Shehan Semasinghe attended the G24 Finance Ministers and Central Bank Governors meeting during the IMF and World Bank spring meetings. The State Minister highlighted the deep and wide-ranging economic reform program adopted to address fundamental macroeconomic vulnerabilities that contributed to the economic crisis, including significant fiscal reforms, monetary policy adjustment, financial sector stabilization, debt restructuring, welfare reforms and governance reforms, along with progress on debt restructuring process. Further, he stated that the economy has now stabilized, the growth momentum has commenced.
The News First Finance Report.